me share something with you all. And this is something that I've literally been talking about for the last couple of months, and I'm realizing it's become a bigger and bigger and bigger issue, right? I was just talking to a friend of mine recently, and she just was talking about, she's hasn't been in the real happiest place that she could be lately or whatever, right? And one of the things I do believe is because she's dealing with empty nest syndrome. Like, she's been a mother for so many years. Her youngest child has just gone off to college, and now at that point you're having to replace like all the activities or whatever you did mothering with something else. And what has happened is that a lot of mothers get so ingrained in the mundane of being a mother, right? You get so much into the habit of being that, we lose ourselves. And let me tell you something, motherhood does not have to be miserable. I don't know where that lesson started from, like, making mothers feel like they have to sacrifice absolutely everything and quash their hopes and dreams to make sure their kids are good. But let me tell you something, if you don't learn anything else from the airline teaches us to make sure we good first, right? They tell you put your mask on first and all this other stuff, and then get to your children. That same philosophy should apply to your life as well as a mother, right? Make sure you good. Make sure you mentally sound. Make sure you are healing from your trauma before you pass that on to your children. Make sure you are happy so you can exemplify what a happy and fulfilled life looks like for your kids. Because if you're miserable, you're gonna pass that shit on to your children, right? What makes you happy? Don't lose that. Don't lose your hopes and dreams because you're a mother, because that's not it. Like, motherhood does require some sacrifices, but it don't require you to sacrifice you, right? It requires you to make some sacrifices in your time. Like, you got to compromise. Okay, if my kids got to do this for school and I want to go hang out with the girlfriends, okay, well, let me prioritize, right? That's more important if they well balanced, balanced in dealing with the extracurriculars at school and XYZ or whatever, right? That's more important than me just going to chill with the girlfriend sometimes. But sometimes I got to put me first, right? Okay, we're going to compromise. You're going to go here Friday, and then next Friday, because I'm going to designate one Friday a month till I can get out, hang with the girls, whatever it is, right? It's about compromising. It is not about sacrificing to the point where it's punitive and you have sacrificed absolutely everything you enjoy, everything about you, and by the time your children get grown and off on their own, you done lost your damn identity because it's wrapped up in motherhood. That's not what motherhood is supposed to be. Motherhood is not supposed to be mothering miserably at all. That is not what it's meant to be. Sacrificing, but definitely take care of yourself. Don't lose your hopes and dreams in the process. Making sure everybody else is good. You make sure you're good first. And when you make sure you're good first as a mother, that shit transcends to your children to understand what happiness looks like, what a fulfilled life looks like, right? Whatever it looks like for you, you are setting the example for your kids, especially mothers of daughters, right? If you sacrificing everything and you just miserable, that's what you teaching your daughter. Like, oh, you supposed to sacrifice everything. It don't matter if it make you miserable. That's not the lesson we would want to leave to our sons or daughters, neither one of them. I practice living a legacy, right? So that they can see that, and then I'm going to leave them a legacy. But I want them to see what a fulfilled life looks like, what it looks like to make sure your kids are good, but make sure you're good too. Make sure you figuring out what it is that you want to do and what makes you happy, and then doing those things, whatever that looks like, right? So I want my kids to see that. I want that to be the example that I set for them. Like, setting boundaries, taking care of yourself, all of those things. I want them to see all of that. I want them to see what a fulfilled life looks like. And if I'm not living a fulfilled life, then I'm not exemplifying what I want them to see or do for themselves. So again, motherhood shouldn't be punitive, and you shouldn't be miserably mothering. You should be fulfilling your life dream while you are forming them and encouraging them to do the same for their lives. And no better example can you set, because a lot of children are not going by what you tell them. They're going by the life that you live, the examples that you set for them. So if you want them to follow you and to grow up being well-rounded, happy, fulfilled children, then you be the well-rounded, happy, fulfilled mother and pass that message on to them. Let them see you live the life that you talk about and not just talk about it. Don't just talk about it, be about it. All right, y'all. So hopefully that has helped you all some. This is really one of the main reasons why I am creating this membership for mothers, because I need to change the narrative of what motherhood looks like for so many of you moms. It's time to change the narrative. We've been doing this shit wrong and miserable for too long, and that's not how it's supposed to be. So join them up. If you join the membership, I definitely have way more insight for you, but I just wanted to leave that nugget with all of you all right now, as Mother's Day is quickly approaching. Take care of you, mama. All right, baby. Bye.